I'd say my favourite thing about the UTC would be the atmosphere that you get as soon as you walk in the mornings. It's very much like a workplace environment, and even between the students and the teachers, it's much more of a colleague feeling rather than I'm the teacher, you're the student.
My favourite thing is doing the practical engineering side of things. Where I was before, we were doing more theory than practical. And I like building things, putting things together and taking them apart.
The way we're a big community here, they treat us like adults, we feel mature.
My favourite thing about the UTC is where you meet new people and product design.
I've always had a passion for engineering, and it seemed like the right place to come to fulfil what I want to do.
So just around teaching and students, everything doesn't appear to be how high maintenance is in school compared to how it is here, where you have the staff are also not the students, but they treat you as another person. It's not the student-staff boundary where you get treated completely different.
The atmosphere, I think. Everyone's very passionate about what they want to do.
The engineering, definitely. Just everything about it. It's just all creative, artistic, just fun.
The facilities here are excellent. There's a lot of industry standard equipment, and everything's really been redone to make as up to date as possible.
The facilities are some of the best I've seen compared to any other school.
The facilities are brilliant, they're much beyond any expectations I would have had.
The facilities are really good. I'm looking at going into more of the design area of engineering, and the CAD facilities are really good. We got both SolidWorks and AutoCAD, which will both be used in industry, and if I go on to do a university placement, they're both the packages I'm going to need knowledge of knowing how to use. So having them here gives me a big head start on that.
Well, I think it's good so far because it's obviously top of the range and everything's been donated, which is the highest spec of what it is. So I'm liking it so far.
We have all the machines that industries use and extra things so that we need to do anything we actually want.
Enrichment is great because on Thursdays you get to have a bit of fun playing football. Wednesdays you can do free running on private study, and private study is like to catch up on work that you need to catch up on. On Tuesdays you can do young engineers, which is great because you get to put your engineering skills to good use.
Enrichment activities is I have one private study so I can get any extra work that I need to do finished, and I also do free running as I'm a gymnastics coach alongside that. But you also have the choice of Duke of Edinburgh. You can do young engineers where they're making a soapbox at the moment, extra biology GCSE, we have indoor football, so there's a lot for the individuals within the UTC.
Enrichment is useful because if you don't understand something in lesson, there's private study you can go to, and you can learn new things and how to improve your work.
Well, at the end of the day, you can do stuff like young engineers, which is what most people take. Right now we're doing a project on building a soapbox racer, and they'll bring in new projects throughout the year, so you can also do stuff like we might do go-karts or making some kind of engineering thing.
One thing, they were all friendly when I came here, and two, it kind of shows it's a clear future of what you're going to be when you leave here.
We have links with all different types of business, from Formula 1 teams to packaging. We also have links with many different universities which help us with our learning.
Because the UTC has sponsors including the University of Bedfordshire, University of Cranfield, alongside local businesses, we get a lot of experience both being in the uni environment with different workshops, as well as employers coming into us, being able to mentor us through our own studies, giving us guidance on how things would be done in industry.
I'd say first you have to purposely make sure you want to do engineering, but if that is your main goal in life, then this is a perfect place to be. If any part of engineering you want, they'll make sure you can get it.
What I'd say is engineering is a very big area, everything from mechanical and civil engineering to art and design. I did 1 year sixth form and I really didn't get along with it, and coming here was the best decision I ever made. It's a totally different environment to going to a sixth form.
If you want a nice, friendly atmosphere where you get treated like an adult, then it's the place to be.